Well, for your squad, as you get ready for the season opener, talk about just kind of what you guys have been doing to kind of get things ready to get the season underway.
Sure, we've got 10 new players. We're coming off of what was a very successful spring, a little bit of playing style change in the way that we're playing and possessing the game. So not a full system revamp, but just little wrinkles in it to make us a little bit more effective. And so we've taken that and now teaching that to the 10 new players, getting that underway. But the girls have been fantastic.
Was there? I mean, there's been a lot of times last year when if you just scoring that key goal or scoring one goal or two goals, and the outcomes would have been a lot different. So in the off season, did you sit in front of the board and say, hey, what can I do to kind of try to get the offense going?
Yeah, we spent a bit more time during the spring, really dedicating an extra 10 to 15 minutes more than we normally would to the attacking play and finishing and things like that. And now we've started to work that into the system now with regular training in the fall as well. So we expect that will continue to improve, because it's true. The story of last season was that we were very close. We were in games against very good opponents. I mean, we were in the best conference in the country. So you look at the San Diego game and a couple others where it just didn't go our way. A couple key mistakes, one way or the other, cost us those games where we very easily could have won them. So I think that this group is ready to remedy those errors and take a good step forward.
Will the difference come from returners, newcomers, or a mixture of both?
Honestly, it'll be a little bit of both. What's fun right now is that there's heavy competition at all the positions, right? So what we thought we were going to start today, we're actually changed again this morning. So just based off of training yesterday. So we're looking at a lot of different things, figuring a lot of different things out. We're a long ways away from having exactly what we want and knowing what's going to be consistent quite yet. And today's game against Karver will give us a lot of that information.
Do you have a good idea who your starters will be once the season starts? Will you kind of maybe today will be a good determination, or is it something where it won't be decided until that opening game?
There's a couple spots that won't be decided until the opening game. And you look at we have 4 fantastic goalkeepers right now. All 4 of them could start. We have really good midfield, tons of depth there. We got 6 players, fighting for 2 starting positions in the midfield. Out wide, we have some ideas with some returners that were very good, but even up top, there's a big challenge. So, and potentially changes in the back. So really, we're looking at it right now as anything that's going to make us better, and how do we get the best 11 players on the field.
Is there anybody on offense that you feel like can really have a breakout season?
I think there's a couple players. You look at a player like Aaron Siegel, who really turned it on later in the year and was really dangerous up top for us. You look at a player like Sabine, who will be a sophomore as well, playing out wide left for us. I think she was, definitely one of the better players in the conference as a freshman, and has the opportunity to now score goals. And I think she has that mindset, and a little bit of the wrinkle in the system changes will help her with that. And then, of course, you bring players back like Alex Jenkins, who is an absolute powerhouse in front of goal, and you get players like Jackie Dampierre, and then a couple more young players. So the pieces are there. It's going to be us finding the right combinations and giving them the confidence to go out and get it done.
The team take as Corbin?
Yeah.
Exhibition game.
Yes.
But how important is it to get a? I know you played CR last week, but the
Sure.
Corbin to kind of get ready. How important is it to face teams other than yourself?
Sure. You get tired of kicking yourself at some point, right? And I think the girls are anxious to play. And what's nice is that now after this game today, we'll have a nice little break. We'll be able to recover and get ready to go down to Sonoma to play Concordia and Dominican. So we can really go at today's game. We're going to give people a nice run. Because we still have questions to be answered, but at the same time, the girls want to win this game. There's no question about it, and there's nothing like winning to get things going in the right direction. So this is an important game. It's an exhibition, yes, but the girls aren't going to play that way.
You're talking about keepers. You have 4 keepers vying for that starting job. Is there anybody that has an edge over everybody else? Or
Sure. I mean, you look at what we have, and Kendall Rooney as a freshman is fantastic. Coming in and establishing herself as somebody who can really compete. You look at, obviously, Caitlin Talbert comes back off of 2 fantastic years. This is the number 1, so that's her advantage. Nora Goodry has fantastic experience and is doing a really good job of controlling play. And then kind of the real newcomer in Brooke, the transfer from the University of Idaho, has all this Division I experience. And so every single one of them has something that sets them apart from the other. And the challenge for them is how can they be consistent with the things that don't set them apart, and then that will then make them better and give them a clear shot at being number 1.
All right. all I got.